Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. Episode 49. I'm still quite overwhelmed by the emotions that the game's story is giving me right now. Also, a little bit tired of recording for quite a long time today. But here we are, we're keep going. Figure out the secrets, the story, and hopefully purge Hades and save the world. Alright, let's talk to Silence.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Yeah, not in the way you mean.
You think she was better because she was smart. Because she designed Zero Dawn, but you missed the point. What made her great was that she was willing to sacrifice herself. For others. For everyone who would come later.
No. She couldn't let her creation fail. You're confusing will for sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Maybe we could figure out where Sobek's home is and actually find, well, the bones of Elizabeth Sobek. Maybe. Wait, is that a side quest? That would be great. If we can actually find where Sobek final resting place and give her a monument here in the new life, I would so do that. Please let there be a side quest to do that. Please. Or maybe it's the Frozen Wilds DLC. Maybe that's the point? Finding Sobek, that's the DLC? Maybe. Oh. Please let there be a quest to find Sobek.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
True, I mean, you're dumping basically a lot of the old world straight into their heads. They're like, here is a history of humanity, here's the knowledge, use it. In some way, it's kind of weird, huh? Anything else? Oh, we're seeing the outside again.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
Wait, that would... Where the master override be? Control room. It's armored. Alright. Going up. Wait. Oh, this way. Okay. Ooh. What are you?
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By subtraction. I can make it better, Les. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
Wait. Would the event that made Hades come to life came by Faro? Oh, Ted Faro, you created the swarm that made Project Zero Dawn necessary. You created the swarm that destroyed life on Earth. Elizabeth Sobek find a way, Project Zero Dawn, continue life, make sure life continues, and then you screw it up again. And now I have to pick up your paces. What have you done, Faro? Actually, I should ask, what have you done again, Faro? How do we go over? There's no climbing around here. Oh, there is. Okay. Nice. Yeah, what have you done again, Faro? You're gonna destroy life twice? Oh, please, Faro. Please tell me you didn't destroy life twice. What happened here?
What?
Civil War?
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
What happened? Faro, what did you do? I'm already blaming it on Faro.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Planting atmosphere.
He killed the Alphas. Oh, Faro, you son of a bitch. That's why Apollo couldn't be accessed. Okay, my point of view in this, he thinks it's a disease. What I think, I'm not on either side. I don't think it's a culture. Like, I don't think it's millennia of culture. I don't think it's a disease. What I think is how humans learn. The thing is, you're not just giving them culture. You're giving them the reason why you fail in the first place. The knowledge of your culture, of what you've done, of Apollo, the purpose of Apollo is not just to give them knowledge, but to tell them why you failed so they won't do it again. If civilization builds up again, and then they do the same thing, they go through Stone Age, they go through Reconnaissance era, they go through everything, and they go back to the future, and then they start building machines again, and the whole cycle goes again. The whole cycle starts again. The reason why you have Apollo is to tell the people that comes after you, don't do this again. So my point is, it's not about millennia of culture. It's not about it's a disease or a cure, no. It's about learning from mistakes. That's how humans learn. You make mistake, you know not to do it again. That's learning. That's the process of learning. You do the wrong thing, you know it's the wrong thing, don't do it again. Try another way. If you don't tell the people that comes after you what happened here, why are you having Project Zero Dawn? Why are human building all new? You don't tell them that, they're gonna make that mistake again. Faro, you bastard.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Yeah, also, the slaughter of the Sun King. You know, there are so many slaughter in human history. We have already learned that. Nowadays, there's not really a lot of slaughter to go around. Because we learned from our mistake. See, you don't tell the people that, and then there's the mad reign of the Mad Sun King slaughtering red raids. People believing in All Mother, not allowing people to go out of their border. All of these could have been avoided. Our civilization could have risen through the ranks much, much quicker, not making these mistakes again. But what did Faro do? Erase all the things that you've learned through millennia of mistakes. I wouldn't say millennia of culture, it's millennia of mistakes that people made. We've all learned from millennia, millions, trillions of mistakes that we've made, and the lessons we've learned, gone.
The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Right. I'm just really pissed at Faro right now. You learn by making mistakes, you just erased everything you've learned? Like, come on. And now we're making all those mistakes again. Slaughter. The church. But when I talk about the church, I mean, you know, faith about or else everybody's listening to the church, but then the church is, you know, crooked. Well, before, I was talking about in history. Just like how, you know, Behalfis, the Shadow Carja, crooked, Mad Sun King, everything is like in the will of the sun, but then you're slaughtering people. All these mistakes that humankind's already made and learned from and not doing again, you just erase them. And then, you know what? In the new life of Horizon, every mistake is being relived.
Sound good?
Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
Oh yeah, thank you, Silence. Yeah, of course it doesn't override gravity. I wish I could fly, right? Yeah.
Keep holding, keep holding.
I'm just quite mad right now. How do I climb up? Where's the climb? Ah, here it is. The literal way of human evolution. You just erase it. Just like that. Oh, Faro, Faro, Faro. You are one big mistake in human history. I mean, you're the one who created the swarm. You're the one who created the swarm to end all life in the first place. And then now you erase the knowledge of the mistakes that you've made? So maybe the person come after you would make that same mistake? Oh, come on, Faro. I guess after all the mistakes that we've made and all the lessons we've learned, we can't change one thing. That humans are goddamn stupid. And I'm one of them. And I will admit I'm goddamn stupid.
You're here.
For a moment,
What?
our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Faro robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
Right.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
Hades.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
Right, the Spire.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
Why the Karja?
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
Right.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes, I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
Right.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
Ah. Right.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus, inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
Right. Is there nothing you won't do for knowledge? You've done what you could to make up your mistakes. Yeah. Is there nothing you won't do for knowledge?
You've done terrible things, Silence. But you've also done what you could to undo them. I can't say you've balanced the scale, but at least you've tried.
To be clear, Aloy, I would do it all again. A few more safeguards, perhaps, but basically the same.
Really. So much for learning from mistakes.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem.
Oh,
Silence.
no problem.
Where will you go?
Elsewhere and everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Yeah, as it turns out, everything was yours all along. Right.
They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahavas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing.
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
Right. Oh, there's one more.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine?
Define timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sanctum's reign.
Define Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja.
Now that's more like it.
Interesting. Well, I'm gonna have to end the episode off here. Hope you enjoyed. We're gonna basically go challenge Hades face to face next time. But I am really getting tired, so I'm gonna end it off here. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. and I hope to see you on the next episode. Peace.